Welcome to the very first episode of Storytime Behind the Lyric. So, Storytime Behind the Lyric is one of my series that I'm gonna be doing where I tell you the story behind the song. So, today we're gonna start off with a very important song to me. It's called Top Tier. Some people think it's called Top Tier as in TIER, but it's Top Tier as in TEAR. The simple reason behind the name of the song is because at that point in my life, I felt like a lot of things were just falling apart, and I had a lot of tears and a lot of hurt during that period. So, the reason why I call it Top Tier is because of that, and I was trying to portray the emotion of being hurt and being broken. So the track was done on the 16th of the 10th month in 2022. And just a little background story behind it. At that point, my uncle had just passed away from a stroke, and a few months after that, my Malmekazwam, which is my uncle's wife, also passed away from a sickness or illness. And the story behind the song is simply don't cry, just keep on going. And it's like I can portray it in a way, it's like two stories into one. So let me take you through the track and break it down for you lyric by lyric.
Hey, sounds okay.
So the reason why I start with saying Sazokia, because I wanted it to be also African dance song. So Sazokia, if you're not South African or African, it means we're still gonna dance. The first lyric goes back to what I was saying about crying. It says, "Do not cry, my father's child." There's many who are going to try to make us fight. So the reason why I chose that lyric was because, when you cry, everybody thinks you're weak, but don't cry, my father's child. It's gonna be alright. The second lyric says, Musukala wemdagama, baninga bazamu kusixabanisa. Don't cry, my mother's child. Many are trying to separate us or make us fight. So, the hook is a repetition of that, and simply so because I just wanted people to resonate that when you're in pain, that's why it's called top tier. When you're in pain, it's easier to cry, it's easier to release the pain, but in the beauty of the pain, that's where the message lays. Let's continue. So people ask me why I always say A. It's just like a greeting. It's like, hello, how are you doing? So when I say A, it's a greeting. Let's continue.
She's top tier, they can't get.
First line says, she's top tier, they can't get her. Many women wanna be her, but can't beat her. So she's top tier. So now we talk about a woman's perspective, or I'm taking it from a woman's point of view. The story. She's top tier. She's like the best, like anything you'd ever look for. I don't know who I'll talk about at this point, but I felt like she was the ultimate thing to happen in my life at that point, and she was the cream of the crop, right?
Yeah, many women wanna be her, but can't be her.
So like when you like on top, everybody wants to be like you or wants to be better than you, and that's how I linked it to being top tier because I felt like everybody wants to be like somebody else. Nobody wants to be themselves, you know.
She a leader, 21st century love.
And then you say she a leader, 21st century la. You know, that line is all about like viewing things from a different perspective. When I say she is a leader, right? First of all, that's like a modern woman. When we talk about a oh, excuse me, the English, a feminine woman, we talk about a leader, a person, you know, of stature, a person who's in the forefront. And 21st century, you know, in the 21st century, we live in a modern age of technology and all of that. So she's a leader in a time where female are ruling and are in front of the line. And don't forget, this track is from like 2 years ago. So think about it.
Yeah, on my way out, she putting on makeup.
And then because she's a leader, it says you get on her way out, she putting on her makeup, you know, because everything is artificial nowadays. You never see her on the natural best. So you'll always find her like out doing something, trying to be something, and she will always have makeup, but which is also like a double entendre, which means like number one, you'll find her out at groove and all of that, but she's putting on makeup, you know, how to look pretty, right? To look to extend the beauty. Number two, you find her outside, but she's not her real self. Like she's trying to portray the boss image. She's trying to be that boss bitch, you know, type shit. So that's the second meaning. So I was recording and I didn't realize that it cut off, you know, because I'm recording from my phone. So apologies. So I'm gonna continue from where it cut off on the other video. So um, I was simply talk about how she's trying to be something that she's not, right? Let's continue. You know, the funny part about this one is she secured a bag and never had time to hang. So the first part is, you know, securing the bag. Everybody always talk about, okay, modern women always talk about securing the bag and securing the bag, you know. But when we look at it and we really get to look at it from a different perspective, there's another meaning behind it. So she secured a bag and never had time to hang. So a bag, right, has handles or it has a sling, something to hang with. So the second meaning is like she secured a bag and never had time to hang, like a bag hanging, you know. And then there's another meaning of like she didn't have time to hang, like chill with the people, with her friends, because she was always looking and after something, you know. So she never had the time to relax and catch up and be with people or around people like who are the same age as her and things like that.
Chasing after the bands, whether it's pounds or red.
Because like there's two meaning again. It says chasing after the bands, whether it's pounds or rands. Bands as in the car. So she was chasing artificial things like, you know, the cars, the gents with the cars. She was chasing the gents with the money in another way. But also, it may also mean that she was chasing after the money more than anything else. It didn't matter if it was pounds or rands, but you wanted the money more than anything else.
We started from the sands. I hope this never ends.
We started from the sands. I hope this never ends. So we started from the sands has two meanings as well. We started from the sands, and as in the sand people, like in South Africa. I think the native or the origins of South Africa are sand people, from my knowledge. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I am right to be wrong, right? I'm also human. But we started from the sands. That's the first one. And then the second one, we started from the sands, which is like the sand boxes, or like a playground. And at the very end, both of the meaning says, I hope this never ends. And this is simply to say that wherever we start, I hope like it never ends and we never give up, until we reach the very top, which is why it's called top tier.
Get rid of all those ends. I'm never losing her.
And then it says, get rid of all those ends. I'm never losing her. You know? And I feel like if we had to like really listen to the song, I don't feel like I was really talking about a girl at this point. Like I feel like I was talking about like the whole perspective of love. Like I'd get rid of all those ends and I'll never lose her because I love her, you know. Because like when I like look at it like from that point of view of 2022, 2 years ago, I feel like a lot has happened for me to get here, but same time, a lot of learning had to occur for me to get here, you know. So besides that, I feel like beyond anything else, I had to go, I had to be somebody else, and now we're about to get into like I feel like when I go into the second verse, I express more of my feeling and my hurt at the beginning of the verse because I felt like at that point, because of my uncle's passing and my cousin's passing, I felt broken and I felt hurt, you know. So let's push towards that. So
Musukala wendala, manina bazama wosubani. 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 Hey, I had to do a lot of so.
So like as I say, like this track is especially this part of the verse is highly emotional for me because it starts off saying I had to do a lot of soul searching. You know, trying to find yourself is one thing, but like when you are broken and you try to search for yourself, I swear, like even Google won't find what you're feeling inside. It may be an AI, but I'm telling you, we can't really read your emotions, and a lot of things happen. So I felt like I was broken, I was betrayed, I was, hurt. But just to explain it, because Google is such a big search engine, um, I thought like even if you go on Google Maps, you wouldn't find what I was feeling. Even if you searched on Google what am I feeling, it wouldn't be able to tell you what I was feeling. Because I felt like I was broken, I was hurt, I was unwanted at that point. I felt like I was dead inside.
Searching, who could have found words hurting? I'm dirty inside, looking for the one I can call my.
Since like I feel like this is one of those clear indications that I do love songs because it's a I'm dead inside, but I'm still looking for the one I can call my wife, you know. Like even when you're broken, you're still like looking, seeking, trying to find somebody who you can call a partner, life partner, soulmate. And it hurts because certain people will come around and play you, break you, and just betray you. And I felt like also at that point I was so engaged and married to the game that I forgot and I lost a lot of things and I didn't see them coming or going. It just happened so quick.
Why? Give it all, man, all those late nights.
So like next line says, "Leave it all, man, all those late nights, so you ain't no right, so my man gun." So at that point, as I was saying, I felt like I was so engaged, I was so focused on the music that I forgot, and I lost a lot of things, like a lot of time. I never got to say goodbye to my uncle. I never got to see my aunt, and it hurt because I thought like all my sacrifices would finally pay off and they would finally see like how far I've come and what I've achieved, and I'd finally make them proud, you know. But you know, life has funny ways of just like playing out. So let's continue.
So you know why to my main guy. Who's I don't let her
And then it says, "Ungamenngane uthando lwethu alihambi ngocansi, no matter what some say, live or die, I'm never going away from you. I love you." You know, and you know, that one I felt like is like a message to all modern people or modern people in a relationship. Like love doesn't have to always be about sex. Love doesn't always have to be about um, that intimacy, but it's about like building, finding somebody you can build a tomorrow with, a future with, and somebody that you can live the rest of your life with, you know. And let's like stop this thing of like trying to standardize love or trying to put a label on it or trying to minimize it. It's just love, you know.
all times. And no matter what some say, live or die, I'm never gonna away from you. I love you.
Live or die, I'm never gonna away from you. I love you. That's the message I want to leave you with. Whether you're dead or you're alive, in your heart, just know that somebody out here loves you a lot. And that was the last message I wanted to give my uncle and my aunt. Live or die, I'm never gonna away from you. I love you. And I'll never stop loving them. And I'll never stop loving you guys. Thank you to everybody who took time to be with me on this episode. And thank you to everybody who's been giving me support throughout like my journey in the music. So I just want to say thank you so much for those who never gave up on me and who just consume the content. I appreciate you all. Um, there's one more thing like I want to say from the song. Last line of the song says, "I then went and did a lot on this song. Marasngati." That's one last thing I just want to say that no matter what you're going through, like this is still a level you haven't touched yet. You want to be top tier, whether You hold your tears in when you let them out. But when you get to the top, somebody is going to be crying tears of joy for you. Thank you for tuning in. This was the first episode of Story Time Behind the Lyric. I think I did drop episode 2 of Making It Mzansi. Please, after this one, go and check it out. I'll try to put it in the pin box above, but if I don't, please do take your time and go check that out. And what else? Okay, by the way, I'm dropping Cupid on the 23rd, so please take time and check it out too, because I feel like it's gonna be another, one of those songs I'm gonna do a story time behind the lyric for. But for now, this has been your boy on the swank. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Much love.